Unusual.
Thanks for the
Very
invite,
nice.
Glendora. It was really nice to meet you. And be in touch if you have any more questions.
Well, yeah, okay. Sue Maroli,
Yes, ma'am.
is there anything that you want to say to the people before they depart?
I'm just so happy to have met you, and I'm glad you could make it.
Thank you.
Glendora, thank you very much. You're a doll. Keep us all together.
That's right. That's right.
The glue.
All right.
Take it easy. I'll see you again. Bye-bye.
You're not going now, are you?
Yeah. I'm beginning to fade. You know, after a little while, I
I
get
thought you were
tired.
doing great, huh?
Thank you.
You're one of a few, remember?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
I said to my daughter, I
We can
said,
always talk on the phone.
yes, we can. And thank you for rescuing my coats.
Massachusetts, New York. Oh, yeah, they're like small, you know, microbreweries. Well, I've seen everybody's coming up.
I came to all of you.
Exactly, exactly, all kinds of new blends and.
Anything I should do? No.
I don't think so.
Anything I forgot?
Just digesting.
Everybody come down here. Come down here where I can see, you. Yeah.
Have you two been with Glennie before this, in a group like this before? You both look so familiar to me.
What did she say, honey?
Of your friends here, I was just saying, I was wondering if I've met them before.
Well, we went to Glendora's in New York City. They gave her an honor of being an activist, and we were there.
Did you go to the one in Boston?
No,
Oh,
just the one in New York.
you know what it is? The older I get, the more people start looking like the same. I see people all the time. I think,
Gordon
oh,
is
wait,
down visiting.
We've been around a while,
Yeah,
that's
probably sitting
why. We probably
Okay.
passed each other.
Absolutely.
I was not at the one in Brooklyn.
Anything else, folks? Did I forget anything? Anything that we want to do or talk about?
Quite lovely.
How long did it take you to drive here?
Oh, it wasn't bad at all. We left at 10 and we got here at noon. 2 hours. I think that's okay.
That was with a few stops.
How about you guys?
Fine, everything went well.
Yeah.
How long?
Around 2 hours, just under 2
I
hours.
wasn't aware how long it just,
I joined them in White Plains. I took the train.
We
to
came
White
from White
Yeah.
Plains.
You're good at
he
that.
came from Philadelphia.
You're really good at
We
that.
picked him up.
What, taking
So
the
are you
train
going-
from White Plains?
Yeah.
Are you going
Well,
back
yeah.
tonight?
Yes.
You are.
Yeah, but
It's
he
still
has
doesn't
going
take
all the way
much
back to
acquisition.
Philadelphia.
And where do you two live?
I live in
I think modern-
Elmsford.
In New York?
Getting along
And I live
trains
in
in New York
Westchester,
City
yes.
alone is a huge,
Gordon, did you have a chance to talk to Gregory about if you need any more programs? Gordon is my sponsor in the city of brotherly love.
Oh, they left, I guess.
He's my sponsor on television.
And I'll tell you one.
Now I felt like
I'll
the
tell you
iced
one thing
tea.
about Glendora, that Glendora and Gregory.
I think that's my glass.
do you want this one or
Yeah,
that one?
this one.
This one right
Is
here.
to wrap
There we
I'll just
go.
sip the water, thank you.
If you get a DVD from Glendora, it's worth your life to open. It is so tightly wrapped.
I've seen, yes.
It's like one of those things in a clamshell. Okay. You can't get it out of there.
It's gotta be.
I will say one thing. Before, when you were explaining about the DVD and now you're digital, and while she had the DVDs, all these stations in New York around Westchester area, Glendora asked me to go to each of these stations and collect the DVDs to send back to her.
Yeah.
So I had to go to each of these different places all over the place. And
How much
and
stuff
some of them
was-
were in high school, some of them were in the.
Yeah,
in
bless
the-
your heart.
Like a county courthouse building.
Yep,
They were all over the place. Yeah,
that was nice of you, honey.
yeah.
But that day's gone, hon.
Not in Philadelphia.
Well, now it's computer, see, hon?
Right.
Now it's computer. You don't send out a DVD. You don't have a DVD to collect.
You don't send it?
Whoa, now you send it to Philadelphia. Right, Gregory?
Well, I guess we mail them to you right now, but they want to go to FTP, I think,
You know, and the day cannot come too soon.
I hope so. Well, they have to get the equipment and set it up, and it's a big.
They've been talking about that for a long time.
Yeah, so I don't know.
What time is it, folks?
It is,
2:35, almost 40.
2:35. Well, what would you like to do? Shall we adjourn, or anything more you want to talk about?
Well, I'd like to say one thing, as the new member here. I'm deeply impressed by your ingenuity, your personality, and the strength and energy that you seem to come from internally. And of all the people here, I'd like to say that I never finished high school. Actually, I left maybe the second year. And I had to pursue my internal need to learn. And I had to find inspiration from the best writers and minds that could put this into books. And most of it I didn't understand because I always needed a lot of clarity. And especially on the Greek novels, I could never manage to remember the names, but I could get the gist of the story. It was so wonderful. I needed that education, but I wasn't able to have a mentor at that time. But what I did find is that I pursued it on my own. And later on, when I was a little bit older and I had a little more time, I went to college. I did finish my education, and my oldest son, we were both taking our high school equivalency at the same time. He was a little bit higher than me in the grades, but we were matching each other each time. And I went on afterwards. I had become an entertainer. I had done that when I was very, very early, and I seemed to pursue it naturally. Later on, when I had some time to really study, and after completing being a cosmetologist and a hairdresser, I went to work in a very, very elegant shop where most of the people were opera singers. And Leonard Bernstein was one of the clients of the owner there. And I said to my friend, I said, next time he comes in, ask him where a kind of middle-aged lady would go for singing lessons. I just want to pursue it. I always loved it, but now I have the time to do it. And he was sitting in the next chair, and he said, this friend of mine wants to get some education in music. Where should she go? And he said, Paul Simon, Ed Simon. Ed Simon was the brother of Paul Simon. So it was locally at 64th Street, and I went there. And when I went for the interview, they said, where did you get recommended from? And I said, I wrote the truth, Leonard Bernstein.
Yeah. Name dropping.
When she went back in the office, every door opened up. Well, that was the fun part of it, but I did. This is where I learned, and I went to Lincoln Center. I took some courses there, just basic music and sight singing, because I was able to get a little more handle on it, and I wanted to make use of it. And I wondered, what will I do with this? Now I can sing. And it was a really, really wonderful thing. Later on, I was very privileged during the course of learning some foreign language, Japanese singing, and I had been asked to come to Japan, but I got interrupted there. But in the meantime, I did acquire some acquired different languages singing. And I went on to sing, but I was introduced to the American Buddhist Study Center by going to the New York Buddhist Church. The New York Buddhist Church was the first established Buddhist church by Hoshina's father in 1938. And I thought, well, I'll get myself familiarized with the customs, and I'll learn more Japanese, and I have some basic grounding to work with. And there I got introduced to Buddhism. Besides the elements of my education, which was mostly by myself alone, and wherever I could draw inspiration from other people of your caliber and guidance, it was stabilizing. Education is wonderful. Education is necessary. Education is grounding. It is sustaining in all types of your living life and experiences. I don't think you ever realize that until you're faced with a crisis. That the wealth of your internal knowledge is so vast. It's so lingering. It's so necessary. It's beyond food. And to see our country be consumed like this, it's boggling, because you would think there was enough strength to make no sense of this, and yet somebody is establishing a challenge to this necessary thing in our lives. But beyond that, the Buddhism is stabilizing because we do not want to kill anybody. And I found that nourishing, and I pursued my learning, and I became an assistant Buddhist minister. And it was another stabilizing force. I didn't expect to be here today, but thank you so much for what I'm drawing from you and your continuing efforts to keep all of this alive. Glendora, I have to tell you one final thing. On the way up, Hoshin made a contest. We were going to have a contest of what hat were you going to wear?
What color hat?
What color? Now, I said you were going to pick something spring.
You said what? Red?
I said white.
White.
So we were all wrong.
That's right. She's a surprising lady.
Well, folks, what should we do?
Well,
I think this young lady and another few
You
ladies
think we
have something
should
else
pack
to
up and
offer.
go now? Wasn't American International College hospitable to us? They had this,
very nice, yeah.
it was Franklin who paid for the meal. They charged us $10 a plate.
Oh, how nice.
How many people came?
Well,
How many were we?
we just lost
How many
Three.
were we when we were all assembled?
Now, was it
3, 4,
comprehensible?
5, 6,
That
7,
was
8,
one of the
9,
courses
10,
I took.
14,
I went
plus
to Pace
2,
College.
15, plus the young man,
I'm
16.
so fine.
16, Glennie, I
It was
think?
the best course I could have
Did you
ever
count
taken.
Sue?
Because she
Yes.
said,
And I would
What
count
you read or what
Vice President O'Shaughnessy and Vice President
learn how to
Robert
18.
Cole.
You're
Okay.
Because you'll find all the guidelines.
If that counted Sue, did you, dear?
whatever
Yes.
you need,
Any more?
you know,
Well,
need to
your
know.
three classmates left.
Yeah, we counted them.
Yeah, yeah, they were counted.
I was
Did you count all the
devastated on
split
one of our
personalities?
programs that was held at Pennsylvania University. In one of the rooms they had
I didn't. 19 altogether.
children.
19?
I believe so.
That was
That's
pretty
very
good.
good.
I estimated
said
for
it was gonna
20.
be here.
Oh, okay.
And
I estimated for 20.
there is still
That's what you told me.
Well, thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah, Glendora. We're gonna hit the road.
Oh, you're going to go?
Yeah, we're gonna hit the road.
You're going to go, baby?
Here's my chauffeur right here.
Are you glad you came?
I certainly am.
Are you glad you came?
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'll read to you next time when you call me.
Did you tell these people about Lady
but I was the
Koju?
first one to finish.
Oh,
Here's one of the real extras on Lady Cujo.
Yeah, I said, passed it around.
oh. We
Wasn't it
just,
nice that you
yeah.
came? all the way from Philadelphia?
Yep.
Gordon, is there anything I can do for you?
Well, I work mostly with children
Pray
and
for my
teachers.
son.
I train
I pray for
teachers
him.
how to train, to
You know
teach
what my
reading.
biggest problem?
I actually do that. You know how I do that?
Well, and that's what we do.
I take a,
Teach people how to do
TikTok.
words up, like, so when you're given a
clock.
big long word,
and I
there's
put
rules
it,
to follow, how to break it up, and that's how you have the vowel sounds. So that's
No, it's not on Amazon, but if you go to ambuddhist.org, you'll find the book.
right, and so we teach
Am
you how to break
Buddhist.
the word up, and that'll tell you if the vowel should say A,
What?
and like EA, should EA say E, or should say A, or should say A.
Oh,
So
that's
it's
the
a
book
very
that we
specific,
published.
Way of teaching phonetics, so that's what we use.
But I love the dictionary because it gives you
Gives you the
breakdown of
phonetic.
one word and then
how's the truck?
Beautiful, it's right outside.
areas.
Would you go, okay, Wayne, would you go look at it? Get me a picture of his truck?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And turn it on for me, honey?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
You can hear the big old V8.
Yeah, I want to hear it, yeah. Okay. Gregory, Home Team is going to start up his $43,000 truck. You want to go out and hear it?
Does it sound differently than a $34,000 truck?
Oh, absolutely. It sounds like money.
Well, I'm ready to go.
Run up and use the ladies' room.
Is it okay with everybody else?
Put this in the box.
Yes, please. What's that? What do you got? My hat you chose today.
You just let it roll until the battery goes out.
Okay, I'm supposed to go out and get a picture of the truck.
Yeah, I'm gonna go around. I've heard
ready?
so much about your truck. But it's,
Just a pickup truck.
yeah, pickup truck, but, very good, here's some, all right. So so you drove up?
No, that's it right there.
Oh, that's it, wow. Yeah, I have an old Chevy.
Oh.
Maybe the light is better out now.
Yes,
Anyway.
where is, that's your truck, right in the first space
The
there?
gray one, yes.
Okay. Really quick, I'm here with Wayne Collins here, a fan and friend of the Glendora's, and Hoshina Seki from the Buddhist Study Center in Manhattan. And we're here up in Springfield at AIC College today for the dinner of the Glendora's class in 1946 from the classical high school. And this is Springfield here. We just got done having a very good vegan dinner. And, okay, that's it. Okay, so.
Come on in here, please.
Glendora, if I tell her I got this and she sees it, she'll be.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that's really nice. Yeah, they make, it's probably all automatic and electronic and everything.
Oh, yeah.
I've
Well,
not
make it,
seen very
just,
much here.
You should take it around when I start the engine, and then you can hear
Oh, sure, okay.
the
But
rumble.
here's Hoshina, and this is her new heavy-duty Ford truck. Which is, very nice.
Shall I start the engine for you?
Sure, go right ahead
Oh,
there.
then
So.
go right over there. You can go over
Oh,
here.
you can just push the button.
Yeah, I can push the button.
Very good. So go right ahead. So. It's got a big cab.
Yes. Yes. Very nice to have met you, Hoshina.
Oh, same here,
And
same here,
I'm glad
thank
you
you.
could come, and I know it meant a
Yeah,
lot to
thank you.
Glendora.
Yeah, it was nice to
thank
meet
you
you.
so much, and talking on the phone a lot of
Yeah,
times.
and I'll be probably still speaking to you on the phone.
Yeah, so well, we finally got done with read the book, and I started out with a book, and then you finished the
Oh,
book.
that's
with her,
right, that's right.
And
So, does Glenn, can she see at all? or-
not that well. No,
Very
not
little.
really. Very little bit. She can barely see. It looks like it looks like white to her. And all that. I guess I think she has problems with her cataract. I think it's cataracts, but I'm not sure. But she refuses to go to the doctor and just get a checkup, and she should get an eye test.
And it may be something that could easily be
It
taken
could be
care
easily
of.
fixed.
Why doesn't she go?
But she just she's kind of stubborn, and she just headstrong, and she just does not want to go to the doctor. And all that.
I've
Definitely
spoken with her
headstrong.
several times about it, trying to
And,
encourage her to get.
Happening right now, the return of the Phantom. Today we got a look.
I think you copied the answers from
It's
the girl
on.
next to you. Who was the first president of the United States? She wrote Washington and you wrote Washington. Who was president during the
It's on,
Civil War?
Glendora.
She wrote Lincoln and you wrote Lincoln. Who was president during the Louisiana Purchase? She said, I don't know, and you said me neither. Folks, Burger King now has a vegan burger. Go vegan.
Is that you, Greg? Go vegan.
They were sexually abused as a
What
child.
was
Thank you very much.
It's about the president.
12, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hi, folks. Glendora, welcome to the 84th meeting of the Glendora Vegetarian Club. What does the Glendora Vegetarian Club do? It reminds you to stop using animal products. Animals have a life of their own. They shouldn't be mistreated. They shouldn't be agonized. They should be treated as pets and friends, the way your dogs and your little kitties are. And that's what our theme song says. And our theme song was written by St. Francis of Assisi. All creatures of our God and King, lift up your hearts and let us sing. Just be kind, stop the cruel. Thou cows and pigs, leave them alone. The horses, hens, and turkeys too. Just be kind, stop the cruel. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. And then also our theme song, come ye thankful people, come. Raise a song of harvest home. All is safely gathered in, ere the winter storms begin. God our Maker doth supply, for our wants to be provide. God our Maker does provide, for our wants to be supplied. Come to God's own temple, come, raise a song of joyous home. Raise a song of harvest home. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with you, me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as our Father. Brothers all are we, let me walk with my brother in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me, let this be our solemn vow. With every step we take, let this be the moment now, to live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with us. A man jumped out of an airplane, and the parachute didn't open. And as a man is plummeting toward the earth, he sees another man coming up from the earth. And he says, "Hey, what do you know about parachutes?" And the other man says, "Nothing. What do you know about gas stoves?" John was listening to his daughter trying to find the perfect guy to get married to. So he said to her, "Honey, give up the search. Your mother got the last one." The left side of the brain controls the right side of the body. The right side of the brain controls the left side of the body. Therefore, only those people who are left-handed are in their right minds. Why did the man quit his job at Midas Muffler? He was exhausted. It was exhausting. And two cannibals are eating a clown. And one cannibal says to the other cannibal, "Doesn't this food taste funny?" And a man said that he was so ugly as a little boy that his mother hired the neighborhood kid to play his part in the home movies. A little girl was being taken care of by two elderly ladies for a few minutes. And one lady says, "She's not very Pretty, is she?" And the little girl says, "No, but very SMART. England may have a Liverpool, but they don't have a kidney bank. And Adam said to God, "I need a helper. I need somebody to fold up this tent with me and to carry this tent and get the meals." And Adam said this and that, and God said, "That's going to cost you an arm and a leg." Adam said, "How about a rib?" And another Adam, spelled A-T-O-M, A-T-O-M, is sitting on a park bench, and he's dejected. And a man comes along and says, "Why are you dejected?" And the Adam says, "I'm not an atom any longer. I'm an ion. I lost an electron." "You what?" "I lost an electron. I'm an ion. I'm not an atom any longer." And the man says, "Are you sure?" And he says, "I'm positive." Did you thank Mrs. Baxter for the lovely birthday party that she gave the children? Well, I was standing in line, I was going to thank her, and the girl in front of me thanked her, and Mrs. Baxter says, "Don't mention it," so I didn't. Gregory Charles Washburn, how much money has the Glendora vegetarian spent helping the animals? We're in year 7.
How much? A total of $31,819.
It's $32,000 rounded off. Do you regret that, Glendora? I don't regret the impetus nor the motive, but I possibly could have spent it to help the animals better. How many hours have we spent on the Glendora Vegetarian Club?
Oh, 1,992 hours.
Wow, really? That's almost 2,000, isn't it?
Oh, just about.
And how many pages of record?
Oh, 850.
Well, we will continue to help the animals. We will continue with the Glendora Vegetarian Club. We have made maybe, I know exactly how many commercials we have made, different commercials for the animals, to help the animals. 81. Do you know how many times you've had commercials on TV, whether they're different or not? Yes. would say 170 with commercials. Since when? Since March, April of year 2019. This is year 2000, excuse me, of year 2018. This is year 2019. And how much have you spent on that? Well, let me first tell you that we've also bought Monday through Friday, the first week of every month of the year 2020, next year. And further, we have put aside $8,100 for Monday through Friday, the first week of every month of 2021. That's it. That's it. Gregory, would you read, did the article print, did the advertiser print our article about the Glendora Vegetarian Club?
Yes.
Would you read, I think there's two of them, would you read them for April?
Sure. Yeah. This is the for the advertiser for April 4th. This is Glendora's article in the paper. Glendora Vegetarian Club. Did you enjoy Julia Dunn's interview of Glendora Positively Upstate on CBS Channel 6? The Glendora Vegetarian Club was thrilled with the joy and excitement it radiated all over the advertiser's territory. You can search it on their website or watch it on YouTube. The Glendora Vegetarian Club bought 10 ads on college basketball for $3,400. The ads were 5 seconds long. It says, what? 90 years old, no doctors, no medicine, go vegan. Come to our meetings and intercept the fun and freedom veganism can give you. After all is said and done, the only thing that matters is how did you treat others? Others includes animals. How did you treat others? Glendora will go so far as to say that you will never have the peace of God unless you are vegan. Live harmlessly for pre-workout meals. The cardio athlete might want to eat less high-fiber foods to reduce the risk for abdominal upset during activity. Since digestion is reduced during exercise, digestible carbs such as fruit may be beneficial. Athletes should get to know their own body's preferences for what to eat pre and post workout. This is from the American Vegan magazine 18/3. And then I have the advertiser from April 18th, 2019. The Glendora Vegetarian Club. The entire month of May, Monday through Friday, the Go Vegan commercials to help the animals would be on Channel 6 CBS between 6:30 and 7 p.m. They are all new scripts you have never heard before. We have made 66 different ads. Gregory Charles Washman does the voiceover on April the 25th, Thursday at noon. Glendora is financing a vegan luncheon for the class of 1946, Classical High School, Springfield, Massachusetts. All of us are 90 years old. Out of a class of 315, only a few remain. And out of those few, very, very few are able. You are invited to join us. The lunch is being held in the International Dining Room, Lee Hall, American International College, reserved parking. We are being served bucatini pasta with roasted wild mushrooms, diced root vegetables with an herbed vegetable juice, iced water, and a vegan dessert. Julia Dunn, morning anchor, CBS Channel 6, is allowing Glendora to do a television portrait of her. Look deeply into the heart of a newscaster. People would pay more attention to the Electoral College if they had a basketball team. Sign Glendora with your phone number, 518-610-5810. And that's the that advertiser there. All right, that's that advertiser. So that's the just read the advertiser.
Okay?
These are the two issues we got. So
And, would you go to our textbook and would you read a section from that, a paragraph for this month?
textbook. All right, sure. Textbook. Vegan living. Okay.
This textbook is a paperback, and there are so many good things in it for a beginning vegan.
Okay. Just start read something, right?
Yep, read a paragraph. if
All
you
right.
like.
It says, let's see, links. Links to cancer. Meat eaters have higher incidences of cancer than plant eaters have. Why? According to the American Cancer Society, 1/3 of all cancer deaths in the United States are attributable to nutritional factors. Diets high in animal fat raise estrogen levels, which promote the growth of cancer cells and could lead to breast or ovarian cancer. Diets based heavily on meat and dairy products also tend to be lacking in estrogen reducing fiber, which just exacerbates the problem. It has also been suggested that meat eaters get too much testosterone from their meat-based diet. A high-fat, meat-based diet increases the body's testosterone levels, and a link has been proven between prostate and other cancers and increased testosterone levels. In addition, nearly 80% of all livestock in the United States are fed some sort of hormones, including synthetic growth hormones, to increase and extend production. When humans eat the hormone-fed meat, the hormones are also passed on and wreak havoc on our systems.
Greg, that was a good selection. You did it so quickly. How about a paragraph from Mary Lawrence's book, Go Vegan with Me?
All right, so, okay. Yeah, have it right here. This is
Mary
from,
Lawrence is a vegan chef. She goes into a person's home on Monday morning and stays there all day and cooks that person's vegan meals for the whole week. Nice, huh?
okay, let's see.
You can go to Honest Weight and you can get very, very tasty vegan food at Honest Weight. I'm sorry that Honest Weight fell off the cliff and went and killed animals and introduced that into their store. That was a terrible thing to do. But you can still, I would say 9 of their 10 entrees would be vegan and very well cooked and very tasty. Or you can just go vegan yourself. Eat nuts and fruits and grains.
Okay. All right, let's see here. Children. Yes, I have a passage here.
From Mary Lawrence, Go Vegan with Me.
And so, yeah, here's a section on pleasing kids. It says, never underestimate the potential of just being a positive vegan role model to influence people, especially kids. Tap into their natural curiosity about life and encourage their creativity. Kids are continually shaping their identities through their daily activities, and you have the potential to influence their adventurous spirit with food. Make it fun. Encourage them to experiment. Teach them lessons. Let them get messy. Roll up their sleeves and give them a job. When I was a little girl, my mom had me cut up all the vegetables for dinner when I got home from school. She showed me how to use a vegetable peeler and a knife and told me to cut them uniformly. I learned that by cutting the vegetables the same size, they would cook evenly. I learned math when she told me to cut the potatoes into quarters. She showed me how to set the timer and explained that the cooking time varied depending on the food. She let me decorate my salad with carrot ribbons and sliced cucumber. And I had scored with a fork to make it look like zebra stripes. All of these little tasks gave me a sense of confidence in the kitchen, and cooking became a fun experience. I looked forward to with the meal at the end of the reward. The meal at the end, the reward. Nearly half of my clients come to me for cooking lessons because a son or daughter has told them they want to go vegan. I think it's so great not only that children today have connected their heart and head, they love animals and realize that they have a choice to not eat them, and that their parents are supportive of this choice. This is
No, finish your sentence.
so this is tremendous progress, both with education and personal liberty.
Nice going, Greg.
Yeah.
Now from Jay Dinshaw, who started the American Vegan Society, let's hear 3 or 4 powerful quotes from Jay.
Quotes from Jay.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you for giving your life to it. Thank you for so much that you did. And what did we do yesterday for the vegetarian movement? We had dinner, 19 people at Springfield, Massachusetts, in the International Dining Hall of Lee Hall, American International College, and it was a vegan dinner and a vegan dessert. The table was taken away. I don't think they do that any longer. And we all had a great time eating our vegan food. It was the 73rd reunion of the class of 1946 of Classical High School, Springfield, Massachusetts. And there were 19 of us, but only 4 of us were alumni. We were all 90 years old, and I found 7 who were still alive, but they weren't able enough to come. But 4 of us came: Crawford Lincoln, and Earl Weiner, Carol Petrell, and their class president, Glendora.
Okay.
You ready with Jay, honey?
Yeah, here's a quote from Jay. He says, we must get our thoughts, emotions, words, and actions out of this vast and dark mortal jungle. We don't have to be predators. We are more than merely instinctive killers and selfish brutes. Why take such a dim view of our potentialities and capabilities? And that's from Jay Dinshaw. And then Ann Dinshaw says, be vegan for the animals. The animals need us to make wise decisions.
So go vegan. Go vegan, everybody. Greg, thank you for bringing us up to date. Is there anything else that we should say?
You're welcome. No, not that I know of, so I think that's about it.
All creatures of our God and King, lift up your hearts and let us sing. Just be kind, stop the cruel. The cows and pigs, leave them alone. The horses, hens, and turkeys too. Save the fish. Just be kind, stop the cruel. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia. I stopped at Burger King yesterday. We want their vegan Whopper called the Impossible Whopper. They've introduced it into 5,000 of their stores, or they're going to. And then McDonald's is now coming out with a vegan burger. the vegan burger, I didn't get a vegan burger yesterday at Walker's, but the closest I could come to it was a vegetarian burger. But it would have been vegan if that crazy Morningstar Farms would stop using egg yolk. No, egg white. You don't have to use egg white to hold an emulsion together. You can use arrowroot, you can use tapioca, you can use starch, you can use potato. Where do you get off using eggs and bothering hens? What's the matter with you, Morningstar Farms? Okie dokie. Let's see. May the peace of God rule, the peace of God which passes all understanding, rule in your heart and in your mind. And it will never rule in your heart and mind unless you're vegan. You cannot make these animals suffer and think you're going to have peace. No.
All right, we're traveling. This is Gregory. We're traveling with Glendora to Springfield, Massachusetts, to the AIC dinner for the Classical High School alumni of class of 1946. And Maddie's driving us in her new custom Saab here, which is very nice. And here's a Glendora. Glendora's there. Glendora's in the seat in the back with Pat, and we're gonna have a good vegan dinner at school today. So. Okay, there's Wayne.
Hi, Wayne.
Well, the box is gonna have to go somewhere else.
No, it's got to go in my lap, honey.
Oh, gosh.
Wayne is
Or
here.
my lap, I can hold it in my lap.
No.
Let me get out of here.
Could you sit in the middle? Glendora wants you to be next to her to go and straddle the.
Madeline, thank you for so nice ride.
You're welcome, Glenn. You're welcome.
Can I get the box?
Wayne.
Yes. Can I go in the back?
Wayne
Oh,
Collins.
gosh, no.
This is my friend Pat
Hi, Wayne.
Nichols.
Hi,
Pat
nice to
Nichols.
meet
This
you,
is
Pat.
Wayne
Pat,
Collins.
behind you.
Oh, Pat. Nice to meet you, Pat. You're Maddie.
Yes.
I remember you.
Yes,
from
I
the
remember you
Right
also.
District.
And do you know Greg? This is Greg.
Yeah, hi.
Absolutely.
Gregory
Hi, Greg.
Washburn. Wayne Collins. Wayne Collins. Gregory
All
Washburn.
right, well, welcome to the
Nice to see you again.
welcome to the
Caravan.
dinner. So,
Can I put that box in the back?
No, put it in my lap, honey.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, it's gonna be a little bit of a tight squeeze.
Well, we'll do the best we can.
No, we've got to go through this process. This is your work.
Oh,
Yeah, that's gonna be the issue.
we're here in Pittsfield.
Right there.
Pittsfield, and there's not a
Are
cloud
you
in
sure?
the sky.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that was gonna be so. That console does not move either.
it isn't too bad.
All right.
I don't think I got her all the way.
So in the back we have Glendora, Wayne.
Are you in,
and
Pat?
There's-
We should have took your car. Sorry, Pat.
It's close.
You comfy, everybody?
I'm good.
As comfy as you can be.
Okay, it's Greg. We're here in Lee, Massachusetts here.
Came out.
Traveling on our way to.
My phone's not talking to me.
We went through Pittsfield and we're on our way to Springfield now, on Route 20.
These are the copies of Lucy.
So we picked up Wayne Collins in Pittsfield.
Look, the gas jumped up to 283.
Something just went over here.
Springfield, 283 for regular.
Something else is down there. Where did the case at later?
Pat, is your phone talking?
You're in Lee Hall now, and this is the international room. Was this your dining hall?
Oh, no, these were only two classrooms on the floor.
Really?
There's two classrooms.
A little bit of a break.
Oh.
Can you just help me?
Yeah, not a problem. I want to tip it from the back.
All right.
Oh, this looks
This
beautiful.
is my favorite room on campus.
It is gorgeous.
It is.
Very
I
nice.
would love to have known what it looked like in the day.
There must be pictures, no?
It seated 500.
Really?
Wow.
Yes, it did.
Wow.
Veterans, all veterans.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense. So we have
Sure.
separate tables, just to keep it nice and intimate. And put you right in the center here if you'd like.
Whatever you say, Sue.
Yeah, this would be good. Right here under the light. Yeah, if you put it there, you can see both other tables. That'll be. Here we go.
Very good.
All right, Glenn. Okay, Glenn, we're gonna get you out of there.
Oh, I am?
Yep. Yes, see it? I know you can't see this, but they have a beautiful butter tap made into a. Oh. Yeah, and I'm wondering about that butter.
Oh, wait.
Where do you want me to sit?
Wait.
Okay, where do you want me to sit? I'm Carol.
You're home.
Carol Patrell.
Oh, hi, Carol. Oh, hi, honey.
I'll sit anywhere you want.
Okay, can you sit next to Wade?
Sure. Over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I sit on your left, Glenn? Is that okay?
Yes. Did you stay on my lap or?
I'm sitting on your lap.
I had to hesitate there a minute too, I wasn't quite sure.
I said left.
A little bit further? All right, I'll lift.
Hi, Carol, how are you? My name is Maddie. Nice to meet you. This is Pat and Greg.
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you there.
Matt and Greg.
Pat.
I'm Pat.
Cat, oh, Pat.
Glendora, we have a couple students that are here to help your guests get in.
Oh,
They
that's
work with
nice.
us in the alumni house.
Oh, that's nice.
This is Nick Fenton,
Hi, Nick.
and this is Brianna O'Brien.
Brianna.
Nick is a track runner, and Brianna's on the girls lacrosse team.
Oh, really?
And they are our student leaders over in the alumni house. Very helpful, great kids.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yep. He answers the
Athletes.
phone.
Yes, I do.
He answers the phone.
See that? She's just doing that, recognizing your voice right now.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, very cool. All right, they're gonna help and watch for your guests to come in.
Oh,
Well,
that's
thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All righty.
How many are coming, you know, Sue?
I think we ended up at around 15.
Oh, is that, you think so?
Yes. With your guests, now you had,
Did you know Proctor found 2 more?
he did? Well,
Or
we
he
have,
found at least
all right.
1 more?
Okay. We'll work it out. Whatever's happening, we'll make it work.
That's the attitude.
Yeah, you gotta.
Booty Crawford fine.
Where's my dear Wayne?
I think you just.
Oh, he went to the men's room there. Yeah, he went to the men's room.
And how are you, Greg?
We're getting caught up, so. Oh, I'm fine, so. Yeah, I'm right here, so.
How was your drive?
Wonderful.
Good.
And isn't our weather perfect?
It is. Love springtime.
Nice room, boy.
Well, when you think of all the rain we had the last few days, I was thinking,
You're a good wheelchair driver.
Well, thank you. I took good care of my grandmother in the day.
Oh, really?
Yes.
This is Lee Hall, American International College, Springfield, Massachusetts.
No big deal, but I just wanted you to know, that's all.
The butter is not good
It's
enough.
not, but that's okay, it's fine. We just didn't know.
Do you have a substitute?
I don't know, probably not. No big deal. It's just a little tiny packet.
Olive oil? Olive oil.
Oh, yeah, we'll see if the chef has some olive oil.
I'd say this is one of our people.
Wayne, this is,
Oh, this is Wayne.
this is Wayne, yes.
Hi, Wayne, I'm Carol Patrell. She keeps calling me Carol Patrell.
Very nice to meet you. Wayne Collins.
There's Carol, there's Wayne Collins, there's Glenn
Hi,
Dorn.
Wayne.
Hi, Glendora. How are you doing?
Oh, great,
Pat.
100%.
Were you saving
Pat
this
Nichols.
for me?
No, I want you next to
That's
me.
for you.
Okay.
I want you right next to me with the box.
Okay, I gotta.
The box is right over here.
Okay.
These are the AIC colors.
Alrighty. good. There's.
Is that okay? Is my
Yeah, I'm
Pat
right
okay?
here. I'm right here, Glendora.
Oh, you're okay, Pat?
Yep, I'm just fine.
What color tie do you have on?
I have a gray bag with a black stripe and a blue stripe to it.
Oh, it's pretty, I can see it, honey. It's very pretty. I can see it. And that's a white shirt?
Yes.
And it's the collar and the rest of it is white?
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
And a gray coat? And gray pants? Good outfit. Not really.
Was it supposed to be green?
No? There you go.
I'm almost green, not quite.
Where's Carol?
Over here.
Okay. There you are, Carol.
Yeah.
Did you have was it hard to drive up here, hon?
No, I only live 10 minutes away. I live on the edge of East Long Meadow.
Oh, really, uh-huh.
Just came right over, across remember the governor, the bridge? I forgot the name of the bridge over the water shop.
How are our fish?
Just the water.
Just water.
Who is it? Carol?
Earl.
Sue?
Earl.
Oh, Earl! You darling! Oh, isn't this wonderful?
Here we
Earl,
are.
this is Wayne. Wayne, this is Earl.
Carol,
There she is, I know that hat anywhere.
I think your family used to sell eggs to my grandfather
That was your
This
grandpa.
is Crawford?
and my father.
Hi,
Yeah, right.
Crawford.
Good, I
I'm so
remember
happy to see you.
Walking up the steps,
Oh,
delivering eggs.
Yeah.
I think it was Steph.
Oh, yeah, in the front there were terrific steps.
Hickory or?
Did you bring Joe?
Hancock Street,
Jolene.
right opposite the playground.
At the last minute was not able to talk.
So,
How you
yeah.
doing?
I'm doing fine, you?
You still living there?
Well, great.
Yeah,
We're bringing
I
her.
live, as I say, right near the edges, East Long Meadow, West Allen Ridge Road.
Now, there's a familiar face.
Carol
But,
Petra.
Carol
oh,
Petrell.
Carol Petrell.
I've been here forever, all the reunions.
Carol, you haven't changed a bit. And behind,
I'm a friend of Glendora's from Nassau.
okay,
That's my friend Pat Nichols.
okay.
And this is Crawford Lincoln, Pat. Crawford Lincoln.
Nice to meet you.
There aren't too many Crawford Lincolns around.
to drink? Iced coffee?
No, iced tea.
Crawford, isn't this wonderful?
anything to drink?
Just glass water is fine. Well, this is a wonderful.
Not very many of us left.
Jolene was supposed to come and she won't come, she didn't feel good.
Yeah, some of us have bad days, you know, you get up in the morning, you creak and,
You can't give in.
oh no, I go. Well, I'm still driving, menace on the road.
Are you driving in Lincoln, Crawford?
No, I'm driving a Subaru.
A Subaru?
I'm driving a Ford Fiesta, one of these little,
In 1946, you were driving in Lincoln. And that would be the first Lincoln after the war, too.
I don't remember that.
Okay. I do.
Well, this is good fun. It's a wonderful school here.
yes, it really has developed, hasn't it?
It has done wonderful things over the years.
Tell us about it, Crawford.
Well, I think about the distinguished graduates here. And, one of the distinguished graduates is a member of our church, Eleanor Anderson Park. Andy was a class head. at classical and,
It's fine, yeah, yeah, it is.
she's
Is that
a
tea
class
or
at
coffee?
the AIC.
That's all right, iced tea
But
sounds
she's still going strong. And,
My husband was a member of the class of 1950 from here too.
Oliver,
No, that was my brother.
that was your brother.
Yeah.
Oh,
He,
you knew Oliver?
I knew Oliver Patrell.
yeah.
And
No, my husband, Richard Lamont, was a member of the first hockey team here at AIC.
okay, well, this has
Her name-
been
her
a
married
banner
name is
year
Lamont.
for hockey for the school.
Yeah.
Have you been following that?
Yes, I have. They did very well.
Beating St. Cloud,
What an elegant
really
room, huh?
doing beautifully.
We can take some pictures.
Well, my husband and his friends all lived
Mine's
along
gone.
Watershop's Pond.
Yeah.
And so they all learned to skate very young. So by the time he came here, they didn't have a hockey team, so the fellows got together and formed an informal group, and then it got established as their first hockey.
I'll be darned. Tell me about Oliver.
He is, he's still alive. He has a problem with Parkinson's right now.
Oh, well, my wife does.
Yeah. He lives in Bethel, Connecticut.
Okay.
That's near Danbury.
Yes, out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, I hate to go visit him because you have to drive over the mountain. Terrible ride. But he's doing well. And he has 5 children and 1,000 grandchildren. He did very well in insurance. He ended up, I think when he retired, he was the chief executive officer of Colonial Penn.
Okay.
And then he retired and he did consulting work for a while and then finally just,
Why did he end up in Bethel?
because he needed, care for the, Parkinson's, because the Parkinson, he didn't shake or anything, but he's lost, the ability to do all the assorted things. He has difficulty talking, and it's a very nice, place he's in, very comfortable.
Is he 92 or not 88 or?
He just turned 92.
Oh, he's 90 older than we are.
Yeah, he was a year ahead of us. He had graduated in the class of 45, and then he came back from the service and came back to classical very briefly, and then went off to college after that. He went to Brown.
To Brown? In Providence? Providence?
Yeah.
Glendora, have you passed the 90 mark?
Next week,
How about that?
May 1st. One week from yesterday.
That's my son's birthday.
What about you, Crawford?
I'm nonagenarian, and Earl is still an octogenarian.
Oh, you're just a kid, huh?
Okay.
You only have
I was
more,
young, and,
you only have a few more days to be 90.
well, I was in between.
What's
You
that?
only have a
And
few
then
more
we had
days
to
to
go
be 90.
back, forward, or back. I would
Yeah,
have been better off
I did
going
not
back.
say that.
Yeah.
I went
Well,
forward. I graduated when I was 16.
but actually.
Yeah, that's kind of young.
Yeah, I'll be 91.
We missed some of
I
the,
started going to college.
Did
when
you
I
know
was
that, Crawford? I'll be
Right.
91, not 90.
Pardon me?
I'll be 91.
well, I was
You'll
the
be
same as you, only I was a
Yeah,
year ahead.
91.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in the class of 45, and like 1 year, they had scarlet fever, and I caught the scarlet fever. Then the next year, everybody was getting pneumonia, and I got pneumonia. And by then, I realized I was gonna lose the class. I just moved back.
It's good to see you.
Wearing the green.
She,
Now, Earl, where did you go after classical, dear?
UMass, Mass State College.
Uh-huh.
Then it became UMass.
And what did you take on it?
Economics.
Uh-huh.
Economics.
Uh-huh.
They had a business, so he had to work it.
And then where'd you go after you got your degree?
Hey, Greg. Hi, I'm Maureen. I'm Pat's mom. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
I met my wife in U.S.
Oh, you did?
And,
And then where'd you go to work, honey?
in Springfield.
Doing what?
So should I go to the cinema?
Cholesterol. Butter, eggs, and cheese.
Mind your legs. So legs to my father's baby.
I don't want to interrupt you.
no, you just go ahead.
Well, then why don't we just go sit down? Are you going to run in here?
Yep, right around the
And
corner.
we'll go sit down.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
Call Patrol?
Well, they,
Oh, okay.
my grandfather started it around 1895.
Oh, I see.
Well, 95.
Yeah, that's about it. So.
My father worked until he was well.
And she has one gun in there. What she has is just getting the audio basically. And I'm trying to get some of the video, but it seems kind of dark in there. So I hope it's going to be bright enough to watch.
Gave it up. Now it's a church.
There's so many bakeries.
Yeah. Yeah, even though the balls are gone, lettering, everything was on.
Yeah, pull up a chair, can you?
Changing markets. And they can do it cheaper.
Now, is Maureen here?
Yes.
Maureen, this is Wayne.
I'm Wayne. I'm right here. Hi, Wayne. Nice to meet you. I'm Maureen.
Russell, here's next to you. Earl. And then who's next?
Oh, that's awesome.
And Carol?
My daughter's actually
And
friends
Cassie,
with
where's
Glendora.
Cassie?
Cassie's right here.
And so you are the, I've heard your name so many times.
All my children went to
And you are?
I'm Maureen. And this is Cassie. Blaze Jessica.
Good to
Nice
see
to meet
you.
you. Nice to meet you. What was your name?
No, everybody.
Oh, it's
got a
Crawford
chair?
right there. So.
Wayne Hall. So,
I had the privilege of board here.
Yes, I saw your name here on the, isn't the AIC directory lovely?
Yes.
And I saw your name there.
Trustee, but I no longer active.
I said, do you go to meetings?
Pardon me?
Do you go to meetings?
Not anymore. For my wife has Parkinson's.
Bad week, is it bad?
It depends upon what day you're talking about.
Yeah.
Today is a good day. Please say hello. Pardon me?
Couldn't you come to our dinner? Okay, everybody, is everybody seated? Yeah? Okay, no more laughing. Our meeting has begun.
I'm Maureen. Hi, Maureen. Nice to meet you.
Can you hear me okay? All right, then we'll work on our remarks, we accept the board under God, our Redeemer. We'd like to have Sergeant Crawford and say your name and what town and generally what you're doing, whether you're retiring or working or what. Okay, Crawford?
up with classmate Glendora at this lovely gathering in a wonderful space here. And a wonderful school.
Where were you at the time? And Earl?
My name's Earl Weiner, and
Well, I mean, after Glendora. Yeah.
I'm retired and enjoying it. Don't miss getting aggravated at work. And married for over 67 years, and my wife passed away a couple of years ago. We have 4 lovely children, 8 grandchildren, and 6 great-grandchildren.
Oh, no, I live on next to the town of
That's it.
Are you 90 or 91?
I'm 89.
Hey, that's right.
Still play golf, hopefully, this summer, and keep active with working out. Run that retirement. It's an independent living place where they have a gym and all kinds of programs. Try to keep busy.
Glendora?
Yeah.
I'm Jack. We spoke on the phone this morning.
Oh, hi, Jack.
Nice to meet you finally. I've heard so much. Of course. It's a cheerful place, isn't it? Thank you so much for coming. You look wonderful.
Oh, well, thank you for having us. Why are those people over there?
Oh, she must have loved that.
You're sitting right there?
Yeah, I want them over here with us.
You want everybody at one table? Are you gonna have enough room?
Everybody at one table.
Okay. What do we think? Are we arranging?
Well, we can put the tables
Can we put tables together?
I think it's going to be. Oh, definitely. Okay.
We could have the tables.
Yeah, 8 people. We want you over here with us. We can slide over.
We're hoping for a photo of all of you. Okay. So we're good, if you wouldn't mind getting up. Oh, sure. We're gonna put the tables together.
Grab
That way
glasses so we
they'll
don't
be a little
spill
bit better.
anything.
Yes, please.
Yeah. The girl wants to socialize.
We'll have better conversation.
Sure she does.
Yes.
Yeah, we just get my keys. Grab this.
Okay. Oh, where did we go? Was that Earl and then Carol?
Could we just take a picture?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It'll take us a while to move.
I have to walk.
Yeah, so we could do like a triangle, right?
Hey guys.
Yes, okay, here at AIC.
He came in 1946. That was amazing. Wow.
Move this one back a little bit. We'll move this one back a little bit, and then we'll bring that on that side. Very careful.
We're just gonna take you over to this chair here.
I think they want to go that way.
No, you're fine. Can they sit? Can a couple of them sit on either side? All right, shifting again. This is considered your morning exercise, I think.
Okay.
Perfect, thank you so much. Thank you.
I don't know. I think he may be some sort of a companion from New York. She said, his name is Wayne. That's all she said.
Where she live?
She lives in upstate New York.
Oh, upstate.
Where is upstate?
What?
Where is upstate? Yonkers?
I don't know. I think she's further up than that.
Albany?
It's a 518 area code. It's a, I forgot the name of it. It's one of the.
I'm asking because my daughter,
Oh my God. We got someone moving out of our place. How many people can move out?
This one's moving back to one.
Under the trees.
I think they're trying to move.
Jack, where's Jack from? Jack Hunter. Glendora.
Jack, will you take a picture for my camera? When you give me my camera?
I have it.
Right, who is it?
Yeah, I have it.
We're gonna take a few, Glendora. We're gonna take a few. We're gonna have your classmates around you first, if that's okay. We just wanna sit on either side of her and then the gentleman in the back.
Oh, you're Hoshina?
I'm Hoshina.
Oh, nice to meet you. Gregory Settles.
Oh, you're Gregory. Oh, you're Gregory. I'm Gordon.
Dr. Vermont.
Hi, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Right, I
I
spoke
talked
to you on the
I've
phone.
talked to you a million times.
That's right, And this is the high school reunion?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah, right. This is where Glendora graduated from college, but this is a classical high school reunion from the class of 1946. And there's a couple of members here. Walter Lincoln and Earl Weiner.
Oh,
They were in our class in 1946.
wow.
That's great.
Those are the classmates there, and if everybody else now.
Okay, ready? Let's smile. Ready?
Beautiful.
One,
Oh, that's fabulous.
2, 3.
Oh,
One more.
Where's the camera?
everywhere, Glendora, everywhere. Just keep working the room. Beautiful. Great colors on all of you. That's a great shot.
Well, Glendora was our president.
Right. Your class president in high school? Nice.
Still is.
I got the picture.
Now, were you
I kept pressing the great button.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. Sure, do you want to take the camera?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I get a little bit of
Glendora,
too much
Glendora,
audio like that.
Glendora,
But I think it's getting a better shot than me, so.
Glendora. Can you look forward at me? Eugene's right in front for our magazine. There we go.
All right. Perfect, thank you.
Now, did any of you come to AIC as well, or is it all classical high?
I was on the board at AIC.
I do remember the name, yes. Yep, excellent. So you were on the board, but a student as well years ago?
No,
Or
I'm an honorary trustee.
Very nice. I knew I saw your name somewhere. And thank you for that.
Take some more pictures.
They are, Glennie, they're taking a video. Don't make a face, because they're taking them now.
Okay.
Perfect, thank you.
Very good.
Mine are perfect when I take one. Any picture I take is perfect. Not care what anybody says.
Are we adjourned, Madam President?
Facebook love. Are we moving back to the table or what?
We're gonna take a big group picture.
Oh, they
first,
want to
okay?
take
Yeah,
another.
all of you. Okay? We'll get some nice shots sent to you too.
Call these in back.
How many people do we have?
Four. Quite a few. Who wants a second?
I'll do a head count, Glendora. 14 of you.
Place the chair in front of myself.
Greg, come get your picture.
All right, so, okay.
Bring the camera. Take a picture back.
stand up for a minute.
Well,
No?
yeah, we could. I don't object, either way.
He's got an automatic kind of thing.
Ready, smile, cheese. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Look at the tables brought together.
Now, who's gonna take the picture of it?
She did, they already did it.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, we're all set.
How about my camera people? Did you get a picture of the whole group?
Yes, they did. Camera next. Let's see if camera. I don't know. We're on the good.
All right, okay.
Oh, thank you. Dr. Berman. Yeah. No, I'd like to be all together. I'd like to be all in one piece.
They did it. That's the nice thing about getting old. Somebody does it for you. Trouble is, we'll never find our own AIC. Okay, I'm ready. I don't know Glendora, but
Get out of the way.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, once you're seated and comfortable, we're gonna start plating and serving.
Oh, goody, goody.
Crawford, I'm Gregory, Washington.
Pardon me?
I'm Greg, I work with Glendora, I enter her place. And I spoke with you over the phone a couple
we
of
don't know
times.
where we were.
So nice to meet you.
Good to see you.
Good to see us. Good to see us.
Now, that's a buffalo tie.
Yeah, it's the buffalo. This was her. This was Glendora's husband Franklin's tie. This is his favorite. She said it was his favorite tie. It's got buffaloes on it because he worked at the Buffalo Evening News.
Oh,
Yeah, he worked at the newspaper there. He was a reporter.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm wearing his tie. I got that.
You want me to sit here?
Hi, Glenn.
Hi, Glenn.
You're over here, Glenn. We're attached to your table.
Yeah, there we go.
Now, we were with Carol, is that right?
Carol is right over there
I'm
to
right
your
here
left.
now.
Now, Carol, you went to Bates?
Yeah,
Tell us what you did afterwards.
I worked at the Hartford YWCA. Ran the East Hartford branch
Oh, really? So
Yeah,
you were,
and-
on what street is that? On Main Street?
on Main Street, East Hartford.
Right here. Oh,
Is it far from the town hall?
And I got married and I found out that the hours of social work just didn't work with a regular business husband, so then I became a bookkeeper.
For whom, Carol?
For A&W, Drive, Van, owned all of them in this area. I had an office down at 31 Elm Street, and I did the books for them. And then I had children finally, and then I worked for the Holy Cross School doing their bookkeeping until I retired.
Yeah. Is everybody served?
Not quite. We're getting there.
Okay, when everybody's served, we will say grace. Okay. Now, is that all of our, of graduates of Classical High School?
That's it.
Has anybody outside of Classical High School ever heard of us? No. Who is our most famous graduate? 1936, who folks?
I don't know.
You don't know? Dr. Seuss.
Oh.
Dr. Seuss was graduated from Glasgow High School. Oh, yes.
I thought you were gonna say
He was a very famous man.
Who?
Timothy Leary. The LSD man.
Crawford's going to tell us about Timothy.
That's how we know.
Timothy Leary was the person who experimented with LSD and all kinds of drugs way back in the 30s or something like that. And Ted Geisel was in the
Yeah.
20s, not the 30s.
Is that, are you sure, Crawford?
Yeah,
Oh, it was 26 and not 36?
it was 26,
Oh, my goodness, I'm sorry.
so.
Yeah, we were fairly young when he wandered away.
Then he went from there to Dartmouth.
Oh, he went to Dartmouth?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That where he
Theodore
got into
Geisel
the
is Dr.
experiment?
Seuss books.
What's his
And
real
then
name?
tell us more, Crawford.
Well, all I can say is they've got a wonderful museum down the street.
Yeah.
And they have the full story. And if you go upstairs, you find his studio. But on the first floor.
Earl and Carol, are you aware of the museum?
Yeah, sure.
I want to tell you that my husband, Franklin Fuller Buell, was a reporter for the Springfield, Massachusetts Union, and his beat was the Parks Department, and Theodore Geisel Sr. was the Parks Commissioner. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Right. And Franklin used to go to see him every week and write the story for the newspaper. Are we all ready now with everybody have a plate?
Everyone has been served.
All right. May thee, God of peace, himself sanctify every one of us completely, through and through. Amen.
Yum, Glenny, it looks good.
Is it good?
I haven't tried it yet. It looks good. It's very beautiful.
Madeline is a lead vegan. Madeline is a lead vegan.
She's trying to say I'm a mad vegan.
And Madeline, tell us what you just announced in the car today about,
About McDonald's?
Yeah.
Oh, everybody knows Burger King just rolled out their Impossible Whopper, which is a plant-based, totally vegan beef or burger. And in retaliation, McDonald's is rolling theirs out this week also to select stores. Burger King only put it in 5,000 stores as a test run to see how it would go. And from what I'm reading, it's a smash hit. People are loving it.
I would think that they would go.
I'm very pleased to hear that. They explained that it's got 97% less cholesterol, and the footprint it leaves concerning emissions, water, and land is in the 90s percentile also, less than beef. So it's a real win-win situation.
Have you tried the Impossible Burger at Burger King?
I haven't because it's not in any stores around where I live, not one. Have you tried it?
I was looking out for it after you posted on Facebook.
Right.
Right. I was looking for it too.
Haven't found it yet.
Find it.
No?
Do you happen to have more of those?
We were talking before, Glendora, we wondered where is it Carroll Street, New York, where you live?
Elm Street.
What did you say, honey?
We were deciding where you lived in Upper New York State.
Well, honey, I live in such a small place, I can't find anything next to it even to tell you about it. But in general, I am maybe 25 minutes from Albany, is that correct?
Okay.
No, I can't. I say, well, you know where so-and-so, and that's another small town. Nobody's heard of that.
Anybody else for a spoon? Any other twirlers? Well, that's very tasty.
Anybody have anything to say?
No, Rob, but
Too busy.
slurping up the food.
tell you some jokes. A man said that my daughter is always trying to find the perfect guy to get married, and I told her, forget it, honey, your mother got the last one.
Very good.
And do you know that the left side of the brain controls the right side of the body? The right side of the brain controls the left side of the body. Therefore, only those people who are left-handed are in their right minds. That's
Hey
good.
now, wait a minute.
I agree. England, they have a liver pool, but they do not have a kidney bank. A mother left her 10-year-old daughter with a couple of elderly ladies for a few minutes while she went on an errand. And as the old lady sat in the room with the little girl, one lady said, she's not very P-R-E-T-T-Y, is she? And the little girl says, no, but very S-M-A-R-T. And two cannibals were eating a clown, and one said to the other, this food tastes funny.
Oh, jeez. That's the first time I heard that one.
And a man said that he was so ugly as a boy that his mother hired a neighbor kid to play his part in the home movies. And why did a man quit his job at Midas Muffler?
Why?
Oh, think. Why? It was exhausting. Now Adam said to God, God, I need a helper. I need somebody to help me put up this tent and to carry it and to keep the meals going. And God says, that's going to cost you an arm and a leg. It's going to cost you an arm and a leg. And Adam said, how about a rib? And another kind of Adam, an A-T-O-M, was sitting on a park bench, and he was dejected. And a man came along and said, why are you dejected? And the Adam says, I'm not an atom any longer. I'm an ion. I lost an electron. And the man says, are you sure? And he says, I'm positive. The mother said, did you thank Mrs. Baxter for the lovely party that she gave the children? And the little girl says, well, I was standing in line and I was going to thank her, and the girl in front of me thanked her, and Mrs. Baxter says, don't mention it, so I did it. Anybody have any announcements? Any announcements?
I announce that this food is very tasty.
Food is good.
I would like to go around and hear everybody say what they think about the food. Who will do the camera work? Okay. We'll start with Crawford. Tell me about the vegan food.
It is delicious.
Yes?
Enjoying it. The mushrooms,
And next?
tomatoes,
Uh-huh.
and the greens, which I suspect are cut up pieces of asparagus.
They
Did
are.
I get it right? Right. But it's very good, and it will sustain us through this noon hour in good shape. So, and a generous supply of pasta.
Do you want me to take your camera so you can eat?
All right. Thank you.
Sure.
So
And who would
thank
you? And I would like to commend everything that Walker said. Walker. Crawford said. And I like best the mushroom. Very good. I like all of it, but the mushrooms are very
The spaghetti.
The food is great, everything is delicious, I like the mushrooms too, the tomatoes, asparagus, whatever, very good, healthy.
That's Earl Weiner.
Sheena. I'd like to add that, I had a question. Did you suggest to make this luncheon Glendora? Did you suggest this particular meal? Or did they just put it together?
Oh, she requested a vegan meal.
Ah,
But Lenny, you didn't know what was on the menu, right? You did know?
Yeah, they gave us choices.
Oh.
We chose one of the choices.
Oh, okay, so there you go.
was good
Every
choice.
time you ask me something, I'm eating spaghetti.
Oh.
But Sue Maroli, will you read it to us from the menu, dear?
Glendora, I would if I brought the menu with me.
Well, we have it, huh?
Do you? Okay.
Our friend Wayne Collins will find it for you.
Okay.
Continue.
My name is Josephine, and I'd like to say that mushrooms are one of my favorite, very favorite vegetables. These are shiitake, and they're very, very flavorful.
Yes, they are. And hi, I'm Maureen, and although I am enjoying the meal immensely, it's very flavorful, I am finding it is an exercise in my good manners, trying to eat it delicately without making a mess of myself, and I have found that if you cut it into small pieces, it goes onto your fork very easily. So although I asked for the spoon because my Italian neighbors always taught me how to eat with a spoon with my pasta, today the spoon's not really helping.
This is quite challenging. I'm Cassie, and I'm having great trouble eating these as well, and I've named them in my head the Susicle noodles because they go in every which way direction.
Perhaps you can call them that now on the menu.
I'm Pat, and I'm enjoying particularly the tomatoes and the broth and the asparagus.
And Kat does not like mushrooms.
Mushrooms don't like
I see a pile of them right there.
Pile up on the corner of the table. Yeah, they just don't agree with me, but everything else is delicious.
I'm Maddie, and I am having no trouble eating this. I don't know why, but it's going down very easily.
It's very good.
I'm Martin, and yeah, everything's great. Wonderful.
Hello. Good, everybody? I'm Chew.
We caught the man with his mouth, he expected more from you.
My name's Gordon. I'm from Philadelphia. And I can assure you this is the healthiest meal I've had so far this month and probably will remain healthy. But I really enjoy the flavors and the textures are wonderful.
Go ahead, Wayne, we're waiting on you. Okay, Wayne.
Oh, I'm.
This meal has been very well described by the time I've been reaching at the table. The word I would use to describe it is unique, just like the SS Glendora program.
Would you like the presidency of the 1946 class? Wait, do you have the menu?
I have it right here.
Oh, goody, Sue. This is Sue Maroli of the, what used to be the alumni department, and it's called now the Department of Institutional Development.
Office of Institutional Advancement. And you're gonna make me try to pronounce this first letter to this first word here. I'm gonna try my best. Bucatini pasta with roasted wild mushrooms, diced root vegetables with an herb vegetable juice. You'll have a vegan dessert. Now this is the first menu. We do also, I believe, have some coffee for you later on.
Oh, tell us that one too, Sue.
It's coming. We printed out the first menu we were discussing. We embellished just a little bit. We've got, I believe, some type of chai pudding coming. I'm not sure of the flavor, but it sounded yummy.
It's a creamsicle chia seed pudding. It's all vegan, and it's gonna be topped with a vegan coconut whipped cream and a fresh strawberry.
Are you the chef?
Are you the chef?
No, I'm the catering director.
Oh, okay.
But our chef, our executive chef is the one that plated your food and made your food for you.
Wonderful.
I just get to present it.
The man went into the restaurant and he said, "Is the chef in?" The waitress says, "No, he went out to eat."
feel so flattered.
Okay. My friend Wayne Collins, and Wayne, I'd like you to tell the group how you know Glendora.
Well, I watched Glendora on television back in 1955 and 56 and through the rest of the 50s and into the early 1960s. And then I wondered what had become of her, and I checked the internet and found out that she still has a program, A Chat with Glendora. And this was in 2016. And it came out that she was going to be celebrating her 88th birthday. So I sent her a birthday card, I got her address, and I'd written on the card that I was a longtime fan from back in the 1950s, and that in fact, I still have the autographed picture which she sent me back in 1956.
Wow.
So I received a letter from Glendora, and she said, I would like to discuss the glory days of television with you and meet with you over the phone. So I called her, and we had a nice conversation, and then that summer she came to Pittsfield to the carousel, and I went down to see her. And then when she did her documentary, she did 2 in-depth interviews with me, because I remember the very first broadcast that she did of the SS Glendora show over WRGB, and I have detailed memories of her program, and now we communicate on a regular basis.
Wonderful.
Crawford, tell us about the election of class president in 1946. Did you have anything to do with that, Crawford?
I think I was head of the nominating committee. In any case, we nominated Glendora, much to everyone's delight. She was elected, and when you think about presidential politics in this era, it is fraught with all kinds of complications. I don't think we had 20 candidates. I think it was a smaller electorate that was involved. What were they? 265 in our class.
Was it Crawford 265? I have a number in my head of 323. Is that wrong?
No, that could be right.
Carol, do you know?
No.
I do not know of anybody who ran against you. Oh, I do. Bill Staples, right? Right, Crawford? Bill Staples? Bill what? What was the general there?
Yeah, I think he wound up as a dentist. Bill Staples over somewhere in eastern Massachusetts.
And another man ran against Bill, somebody else, big tall thing there. Do you remember? Earl, do you remember?
No. Bill Staples was
Well, it was a simpler age back then, and we didn't have social media. So, I don't know whether there was much campaigning. I don't think so. I think just one day,
Well,
Let me get to the bottom of this plate. There you go.
no.
Yes, I am reduced sometimes to watching old movies because I get so tired of the same old politics over and over and over. And then I figure, well, I've got to know what's going on, so I go back and listen a little more.
My friend Pat is going to tell you My husband and I are going to Paris.
Oh, should I be at?
As my 3 kids have gotten together and given us a trip. It's our 40th wedding anniversary, and they wanted to thank us for babysitting for their twin grandchildren, so they're sending us to Paris.
Oh, lovely.
So it should be wonderful.
Who gave you the present, Pat?
My 2 sons and my daughter-in-law. They all got together and did that.
Your daughter-in-law is an MD?
She's an MD, she's a radiologist in Albany.
Do you have plans yet for what are you going to do in Paris?
Well, it's a Viking trip, so it's, you know, they're trying to
My
have.
sister-in-law just went on one of
Did,
those.
oh,
They loved it.
that's, I've never heard anyone say a negative, so.
Mhm.
Looking forward, oh, you said negative?
No, they enjoyed it very much. They were on, I want to say it was a 3-week trip that they went
They
on. It
could
was
be
a
on,
long one,
this is 8 days.
Yeah.
It's just Paris and then northern France, Normandy.
Oh,
and-
so it's in Normandy.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're looking forward to it. I'm not a traveler, so this is a good experience.
Yeah, no, you'll love it. The French, for as much as people say the French are not so
Not so
friendly,
friendly.
that's not what I
It's a
found.
myth.
Yeah, it's a myth.
Yeah.
And you'll like being on a tour.
I think so, yeah.
Folks, could you listen to this, please? Can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, there is a move ahead in the FCC, so-called Federal Communications Commission, to defund public access TV. This would be very serious, because we would lose the last voice that tells things as they see it, instead of as a big corporation wants them to see it. Do you read me on that? And so there is a 5% annual fee that cable companies have to pay to cable TV stations. And that's how they get their funding and how they get their money to make programs. So listen, all you have to do is call your 3 congressmen every week and say, please don't let the FCC defund public access. Got any questions, anybody? Okay, would you please do that? Now, did you all know that in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, we have a new vegan restaurant?
Okay.
And Wayne will pass around the menu of that restaurant. Now, anybody want any funny stories to tell us about your dogs and cats?
Any funny what?
Stories to tell about your dogs and cats?
I don't know, mine are funny. Oh, pain in the butt.
They're just pets. They're not funny.
They're cute, but they're not funny.
No, there's one. Glendora.
I will have to take credit for going down to the local NPR station.
I can hear you.
I would actually go down and, as a resident of Springfield, putting in a request for your show.
Everybody hear Carol? She has nothing to tell you.
Go ahead, Carol.
Just several years ago, Glendora called me up and said, would you go down to the NPR station in Springfield as a resident of Springfield and request a visit with Glendora? And I went down and they were very gracious. And they recorded it and registered it. And I guess you were on local, was it television or video?
Springfield Focus.
Yeah.
Is that television, Glenn?
Yeah, Springfield TV called Focus.
Yeah, okay.
Glenn?
Now, I don't know how to do that, but I figured it out.
Glendora? Cassie has a question for you.
I just thought of a funny dog story, but it wasn't that funny.
Well, tell us anyhow. We'll be the judge of that.
It's too late, guys. We're moving between into the room. I have a small dog, about 20 pounds, and she has no idea how large she is. So she has a tendency sticks that that are too big for her. She does this Theodore Roosevelt thing where she goes and she picks up small trees and she holds her big stick and she walks around the neighborhood with it. And it's really adorable. And it's pretty funny because it's usually a tree that's like at least 5, 6
Wow.
times her
She's got a
size.
strong neck and jaw.
She must. And she
Yeah.
just walks around with like this huge stick, just walks up and down the neighborhood like she's this tiny 28-pound dog that no one would be scared of. But she's got her big
Well, she
stick.
carries a big
She
stick, that's
carries, yeah.
Cassie, tell us about yourself while you went to California last 10 days.
I was in California the last 10 days.
For what?
Vacation? It was kind of, I was cat sitting for some family friends, and I went specifically because there was a jazz concert that I was supposed to go to with a friend of mine, but my flight ended up taking too long, and I just wasn't up to it because of lag. Jet lag so bad. Yeah, and then there was a conference in Mountain View that moved. So I was going to go to that. It was on quantum computing. So it was dual hosted by NASA and Google on their...
By who?
NASA and Google.
NASA and Google.
Yep. And they had some people... Oh, sorry. They had some people from IBM there too that have been working on quantum computing for like the last 40 years. And so I'm helping one of the organizers of these conferences in just event planning, doing meetups in the community with other scientists who are working on quantum computing. It's like 2 hours a week. The conference ends up not working out, so I just cat sat instead.
California.
Yeah, I went to California and I read about quantum computing.
Are you a scientist, Cassie? What do you do for a living?
Nothing yet, really. I was in technology for like the last year. I was doing tech sales for Oracle in California, and that's why I went back to California mostly with them.
I didn't see
There right
that.
now, I'm in between places and trying to find what I want to do next.
Do you have a degree in something, or?
I do industrial labor relations.
Industrial?
In labor relations.
Oh, okay, all right.
And now can I hear from Cassie's mother?
I wasn't around for the award, no. I only just met Glendora about 3 weeks ago.
You're absolutely right. There was a young woman who looked very much like her. There was, yes.
That picture looks...
All right, Maureen, you're on the spot.
That might be my other daughter.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, before we start the dessert course, would anybody like hot tea, coffee? Coffee.
Do you have the decaf coffee?
I do have decaf.
I'll have the decaf. I'd like to see what you...
She did look like
Now, folks, I'd like to tell you about a chat with Glendora. It is the world's longest running public access TV show. Isn't that amazing how I can talk for 47 years? And we are on our what number show, Mr. Gregory Washburn. What number show are we on?
What numbers show? I think 12,055.
Wow.
Up that high, I think so. Something like that.
And how many TV stations, Mr. Gregory?
Oh, but 72? Was it 72 or
73 is.
73 or?
Wayne corrected you. Is it okay, Wayne? He said 73.
That's what you told me.
That would be from Boston folks to San Diego.
Is that coffee? Oh, no, I'm saying, so it's empty. I just want to see if there was hot water in it, that's all. That's fine.
Now, I would like to go around the table again, and I would like everybody to say his or her name again. And then would you tell us again what your municipality is? And would you tell us how you spent your life so far? Can we start again with our Yale graduate, Mr. Crawford Lincoln?
I'm Crawford Lincoln of Enfield, Connecticut. And for 25 years, I've worked at Merriam-Webster. and was serving as acting president for a space. And the company was purchased by Britannica, which wanted to put in its own management. So I left and became the caretaker at Old Sturbridge Village, down the road.
Caretaker.
Had the, well, that's what my mother-in-law called it. Actually, it was the job of running the place. And for 15 years, it was a wonderful experience until I retired. So I've been retired for 26 years. And here I am having lunch with Glendora and having a chat. And
No, gee.
I wish you many more. How many thousand?
Oh, 12,000. G&C Miriam, folks, that's, let's see, it was G&C, George and who? George and-
Charles.
Yeah, they got the Webster rights, didn't they, from England to publish the Webster?
No, they bought the unsold sheets of his dictionary and put them together. They were booksellers in Springfield, and they are now in the digital age. And today, or according to the feed on the internet, they added a new word. They listed Tommy John surgery.
Tommy John surgery.
And this is named after a pitcher who had a rather undistinguished career, but named an operation that has saved many a pitcher's careers. And today, this has been recognized in the online version of the Merriam-Webster. You will find an entry for Tommy John surgery.
Yeah, interesting. Now, I remember G&T Miriam most vividly as the publishers of Webster's Collegiate.
Yes.
A great dictionary.
It's still available in bound form.